Hello and welcome back to the channel. It is Saturday and for the first time in a few weeks it is experiment day. Now I had the experiment all planned out, I had it all filmed, edited, all put together ready to drop this morning, and then something interesting happened in the week. Erling Haaland has all but agreed a deal to move to Manchester City, so it opens up a world of possibilities. So this episode is not so much a what if, but it's a what's going to be, with the caveat that he's going to play in this current season that is currently ongoing. The big question is now, what can Erling Haaland do at Manchester City? Can he make them successful in this season, to which has been somewhat of a failure? Man City have sacked managers that haven't won the Champions League. Pep Guardiola has failed to win the Champions League yet again. I wonder if he had Erling Haaland at his disposal this season, whether he could have done it. Today we're going to find that out. FM22 experiment, Erling Haaland at Manchester City. Let's see how he gets on. So here we have it, Erling Haaland at Manchester City, contract until 2026. We're going to play through about 20 years to see how he gets on in that time. That will take him up to the age of 40, so we'll probably retire sometime before then. His career stats at the moment sit 128 games, 89 goals. We'll make note of that because we'll keep an eye on how he gets on at Man City. The previous season finished with him scoring 27 and 28 in the league for Borussia Dortmund after that £17.75 million move. He's down as a free from Dortmund. Just easy enough to do that. So let's see what he does 5 years into the future. What can Erling Haaland produce for Manchester City? 5 years into the future, and look at that goal tally: 19, 23, 18, 24, 22. I thought he'd have made 20 every season if I'm honest, but even so, just shy of it. 5, 5, 5, 3 and 4 assists in each of those seasons. Not as many player of the matches as I thought he'd get. He got his most in the most recent season, 8, but he's averaging 7.46, 7.72, 7.44, 7.58 and a 7.49, which gives him an average of 7.53. I've just done a quick tally and I make it that he has scored 106 goals in 173 appearances thus far for Manchester City. So he's finding the net regularly. If we move it down here, he has scored 34 in 56 in the season just gone, 45 in 60 in the previous season, 30 in 53 in the season before that, 32 in 52 the season before that, and 28 in 56, the only time that he didn't reach 30 goals in all competitions in his first season in England. He got 18 international goals, 19 in the league, 2 in the Cup, 7 in the Continental, and 18 international goals. Now, has Man City confirmed the signing of Victor Osimhen? Let's see what he has done. Has he given any success to Manchester City? And straight off the bat, there is success there. UEFA Champions League winners in 2023. Let's go 2 stages and we'll hit up to... We're going to have to go back a season, aren't we? As my voice decides to give away on me there. So, in the season before last, Juventus beat Liverpool at the Bernabeu in Madrid 2-1 after extra time. Season before that, Liverpool beat Man City 3-2. Can we load the details up for this game? We can. Mane, Jesus and Jota all getting the goals for Liverpool. Haaland with a brace, but it was enough. A game when Man City were were on top. 2.32 XG against 0.64. Feel like Liverpool have kind of FM'd in there. Foden and Sterling having decent games on the wing. Ruben and Frankie de Jong and Ederson having an absolute stinker by all accounts. So they lost in the final there. No, that wasn't the year they won it. So PSG beat Real Madrid the season before that. They beat Barcelona in Istanbul 3-0. Full details are not available for this fixture, so we can't see who got the goals there. I'm willing to bet that Haaland might have been on the score sheet. And then going back, the season before that, they lost 1-0 to Real Madrid. So they lost against one Spanish team, beat the other. And so they've made 3 finals in 5 years, won one of them. So that is already more success than what they have got currently. In terms of the league, let's quickly look at the Premier League. And they dominated 2020-21, 21-22, 22-23, 23-24 and 24-25, winning the league every single season. Only the past season where Chelsea have picked up the title. I wonder if it was close. Man City came second, 4 points behind. They did 93 points the season before that, a 10-point win, 8-point win over Liverpool in the season before that, 11 over Chelsea in the season before that, 13 in the first season over Liverpool. So they have been on top, 73 goals. I mean, that season they scored more, they conceded less. Brilliant work. 83 goals scored that season, then 74, 76, 78. They've been that was Chelsea, 74 in that season. They're not conceding a lot of goals. They are doing very, very well. Just gonna have a quick look as well. So they won the UEFA Cup Winners' Cup, isn't it? So they won the Super Cup as well after winning the Champions League. They've won the FA Cup in 2025. So bit of a slow patch there from winning that competition, and we'll go across Carabao Cup. They have won that in 2021, 2022 and 2024. So plenty of trophies there. Thomas Tuchel's the manager. That's somewhat interesting. So Pep Guardiola left at the end of the 22-23 season. So Guardiola, wait, when did they win the Champions League? Did they win the Champions League and he left? I'll have to go back and look now. So Champions League, yeah, they won the Champions League and Pep said, that's my job done, I'm out of it, and Thomas Tuchel has took over since. So we're going to move 10 years, another 5 years into the future. So we're 10 years into the future, and let's see if there's any more success at the City of Manchester Stadium. So here we are 10 years in the future, and before I get into this 10-year bit, I realised in the last clip I called it the City of Manchester Stadium. May as well have called it Eastlands. I got that so wrong. The Etihad Stadium. Apologies, I know people get triggered over people getting names wrong. It's always the City of Manchester to me. We can get into a whole discussion about stadium names and branding stadium names and whatever, but it was always the City of Manchester Stadium. For as long as it was being built, I'm pretty sure it was known as Eastlands for as long as it was being built. But anyway, that's completely by the by. We'll just pretend it never happened, or if you're going to be bothered, if you're going to leave a comment about it, great, leave a comment. That's fine by me. Anyway, Erling Haaland, the last 5 years, he got 1732, getting 24 in 51 games, which is actually pretty poor. That's the lowest he's had since he's been here. Following season, he got 23 in the league, 43 in 56 in all competitions. He then got 19 in 37 in the league, 28 in 54 in all competitions, 19 in 36 in the league in the 29-30 season. You got 35 in 56, and in the season just gone, he got 25 goals in 37 games and 36 in 57 in all competitions. Still averaging 7.55 across the board for Manchester City. So that makes his goal tally. I'm just having a quick look because I've got stuff written down here. 209 goals in 348 appearances, I make it. So what a goal record that is. Still a Manchester City, I didn't set him in to stay at the club because I didn't think they would sell him unless something went drastically wrong. I didn't think they would sell him. So still at the club after 10 years, scoring goals for fun. Now let's go and have a look at Man City as a club. What are they doing? No more Champions League wins since that one in 2023. They've won the FA Cup since 2027 and 2031. They won a Carabao Cup in 2028. Not what we're after really though, is it? And Xavi is the manager now. We'll have a quick look at that. So Tuchel was sacked after 3 years, just under 4 years. And Xavi has been in for just under 4 years as well. So Pep Guardiola had 5 league wins. He won, I didn't realise you could do this. So he won the Premier League in 2018, the Premier League in 2019, the Premier League in 2021, the Premier League in 2022 and the Premier League in 2023. He won 11 cup competitions, finishing off with that Champions League victory in 2023. Tuchel won 2 leagues in 24 and 25, and he had 6 cup wins. FA Cup, Super Cup winners, Community Shield don't really count, and the Carabao Cup. And Xavi has won the FA Cup and the Carabao Cup and the English Premier League 3 times. So that's caught back up a little bit. So after Chelsea winning it in 25-26, Liverpool won it in 26-27, Man City then won it 3 times on the spin, and then in 2030-31, Liverpool won it yet again. Got a quick look at some of the league tables as well. So they were 5 points behind Liverpool in the season just gone, 11 points clear of them the season before. Beat Man United by 5 points the season before that, 6 over Liverpool, and then had a really poor season here, 5th in the league, level on points with Spurs, but they missed out. It was one really freak season. And looking, I think that's what got Tuchel sacked. Looking at this, not even making the Champions League, that is very, very poor. We quickly, like I say, we looked through the FA Cup. We will have a quick look at the FA Cup regardless, because I am kind of interested to see who's been winning that. So, English FA Cup. So, since the start of the game, we had Leicester winning in 2020-21, as in real life, Southampton in 21-22, Arsenal 22-23, then Chelsea, then Man City. Chelsea, Man City, they trade in FA Cup wins, then Chelsea with the double, Arsenal, and then Man City in the previous season. Carabao Cup has been won by Man City, Liverpool, Man City, Arsenal, Chelsea, Chelsea, Man City, Leicester, Arsenal, and Newcastle finally coming to the fore, winning a Carabao Cup and a Champions League. So Munich, Man United, Real Madrid, PSG doubling up there, Juventus, Liverpool, PSG. We're going to quickly look at some of the finals just to see how Manchester City have been getting on. PSG beaten by Munich in extra time there. Manchester derby, played in Greece. Manchester United beat Man City by a goal to nil. Do we know who scored the goal? Is it anyone of any note? Marcus Rashford. Is that Tammy Abraham? It is Tammy Abraham playing alongside Marcus Rashford there. De Ligt is there. I say still there. It's because I was talking about him last night, possibly joining Man United. De Ligt's there. Sancho's still there. And again, it's another Champions League where they probably should have won it. 1.24 XG, 10 shots to 8. It's definitely a chance for them to win it. 58% possession, but they just couldn't get the job done. Madrid beat PSG. It was Munich they've been for. Madrid beat PSG in extra time. PSG beat Spurs in the final there. PSG beat Real Madrid. Juventus beat Liverpool in extra time. And then we go back to where Liverpool beat Manchester City. So when they made the Europa League, did they make the final of it? Napoli beat Norwich in the Europa League final. Well, that's utterly bizarre. Not that I can see Arsenal Spurs in a Europa League final. Arsenal getting the better of that, winning 2-1. Can we look at that one? No, that's too far back. So, 10 years into the future, Erling Haaland hasn't brought them as much success as I thought he would do. Plenty of Premier Leagues, plenty of Cup wins, but only one Champions League. And that is somewhat surprising considering the amount of goals he scored. It just goes to show. I've seen a lot of people on social media saying, Haaland signed for City, let's just give him the league now, there's no point in playing it. Maybe it's not going to be as simple as that. I know Haaland is a bit of a game breaker in FM22, but the AI are just, I don't know, they're getting him to score the goals, but they're not getting a team around him to do their jobs because, like I say, one Champions League in 10 years. I mean, it's better than what they've done in the previous 10 years, but it's still only one. We're going to go another 5 years into the future to make it 15 years. He's going to be a 35-year-old man at this point. I don't know how much influence he's going to have over this side, but we're going to go and find out. So here we are, 15 years in the future. Erling Haaland has been scoring goals after goals after goals. 21, 21, 18, 18 and 20. 31 in all competitions. 30 in all competitions. 28 in all competitions. 32 in all competitions. And 29. Strange how he got 32 in all. He's got 18 and 32 in all competitions, and only averaged 7.21 there, but 7.54 in and 7.48 in these 2 seasons. It's very odd to me as to why that average is so low. It's his lowest one in his career so far. He's still averaging a 7.5 once he's been at the club, and I've roughly worked out he's got around just over 300 goals in just over 500 appearances. So a very, very good record there. What's that? That's 6 in 10, which is what? It's a 3 in 5, so what, 1 every 1.5 games sort of thing. It was a decent level. Jurgen Klopp's a manager at Man City now. So when did he come in? Let's look at the managers. So Xavi did 3 years, 5 years, sorry, I was looking at two shows. Did 5 years, he got sacked. 4 cup wins, 2 FA Cups, 2 Carabao Cups, 3 league wins. Jurgen Klopp came at the end of the 33 season, and he had 1 league win in 2034, so he got them back to winning ways. It'd been 4 years since they'd won a league there, and 6 cup wins. He has won the Champions League twice, back to back as well, 2035, 2036. I didn't see that at the bottom, I wasn't looking for it. So there we go, 3 Champions Leagues. And if we go to stages and we'll have a look at the final, we've got Bayern Munich beating PSG there. Man United, wait, hold on, sorry, this is where we got to last time. So Juventus beat Chelsea in extra time. PSG beat Real Madrid on penalties. Real Madrid beat Juventus in extra time. That's 3 that have gone to extra time. Man City then beat Barcelona on penalties. They beat Juventus on penalties. And they've got the season just coming up. So in the last 5 or 6 years, everyone has gone past the 90-minute mark, which is completely odd to me. We'll have a quick look at the FA Cup as well. That's been held by Man City. They've won it the last 2 years. Liverpool, Spurs getting it, and Man City winning it in 31, 32 and 30, 31. So getting them double twice there. 4 out of the last 6 years FA Cup winners. Carabao Cup, Newcastle currently hold that. They've won it 2 out of the last 3 years. Man City last won that in the 31-32 season. So we go forward to the Premier League as well. Man City just won it once in this little spell of 5 years, 33-34 season. Man United have won it twice. So it's getting shared around a little bit more than it had been doing. So he hasn't led them to massive success, not as much as I thought he would. At the start of the save, he certainly did. Those, what was it, 5 titles in a row. Big news there. But since then, hasn't really managed to capture the form. And I mean, if you compare it, Man United have won 22 Premier Leagues now and 4 Champions Leagues. Compare that to Man City's 15 and 3 Champions League. They're catching up in terms of the Champions Leagues, but with the Premier Leagues, they're still 7 behind. And you'd have thought in these 15 years that they'd probably have put together 10 plus league wins. I'm going to say that, and they're going to have won 10 now, aren't they? 21, 22, 23, 24, 25, 28, 29, 30, 34. They've won it 9 times, so they haven't won it 10, so nah. Jurgen Klopp's now on the favoured people's list. Sheikh Mansour's on the legend list. Mancini, Pep Guardiola, even though he didn't win a Champions League, no, he did win the Champions League, didn't he, eventually? Won 1 Champions League in however many years he was there, 5 or 6 years he was there, and he gets to legendary status. I love the fact that Richard Dunn is there, Georgie Kinkladze as well. I did have a look at some of these before. Ruben Diaz is up to the icons list. Where's Haaland? Is he in there anywhere? Kompany's a legend, Silva's a legend, Aguero's a legend, Joe Hart's in the icons. Yaya Toure. Erling Haaland is in the icons with Joe Hart and Micah Richards and Paul Dickoff, but he's not in the legend list, even though he scored like 300 goals for the club. That's slightly unfair, I think. Anyway, we're going to be coming towards the end of this this little experiment now. We're going to go 5 more years into the future. Let's see how his career finishes up, because this will take him to 40 if he even gets there. Let's see how Erling Haaland finishes off his career at Manchester City. So it's 2041. Erling Haaland has now retired. We can't keep his stats. We never hit that button. I should have done. He has finished with 340 goals in 606 appearances, which, working out, we said he'd scored around about 300 goals in 500 appearances, so he only scored 40 in the last 100. So he finishes off just over 1 in 2 for a 20-year career nearly at Manchester City. He finished up in 2040, so he finished up at around 39, I believe. So that is not a bad record, considering he would have probably have slowed down in those last few years. I mean, looking at this, he just scored double figures in most of those seasons. He's a Man City icon. He joined Manchester City in July 2021, made 606 league appearances, scoring 340 goals in 18 years. He won the English Premier League 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 times, won the Community Shield 6 times, won the Carabao Cup 4 times, Carabao Cup 4 times, English FA Cup 7 times, and the UEFA Champions League 3 times between 2023 and 2036. Haaland has built up a phenomenal record of 33 competitions throughout his win. He has also won the Under-20 World Cup Golden Shoe, European Championship Golden Boot, European Golden Boy, European Champions Cup European Champions Cup forward of the season. Ballon d'Or twice. Let's have a quick look at the Ballon d'Or while we're here. So we have got Kylian Mbappe winning the double there. Cuadrado won it in 2021. Is that in game? Haaland won it in 24. Mbappe then winning it 4 times in a row from 25 to 28, all at Real Madrid, I might just add as well. Haaland then won it again in 29, Mbappe in 30, Foden won it in 2031. Valentin Molina, who I'm going to guess is a regen, he won it 4 times at Juventus. Look at some of them numbers. Legendary midfielder. He is 35 years of age. Came through the ranks at Real Madrid. They sold for 16 million to PSG. He then played 125. Juventus paid 124 million pounds for him, and look at that record there. Some great numbers. Averages 7.52 over his career. 189 goals, 169 assists in 547 appearances. It's not about him though. Sidney Goncalves in 2036 and Justin Gerrard in 2037. Thiago Coutinho from Barca in 2038. Justin Gerrard and Christian Riviera. So Justin Gerrard has won it twice in the last 4 years. He is a Swiss 27-year-old striker. Sorry, I'm just being nosy now. Came through at Sion in Switzerland. Went to Milan for 7 million. And Man United brought him for 150 million. What a player he is. Anyway, you get distracted by Ballon d'Or stuff. So let's have a look at how Manchester City have fared in these last 5 years. If we type them in, so they have won a 4th Champions League in 2040. So before we do anything else, let's get into that and let's have a quick look at the final. So PSG beat Man City in the season just gone. In 2040, they beat Man United 1-0 in Munich. And I think he would have been retired by this point as well. Very comfortable game there for him. PSG beat Barcelona, Real Madrid beat Barcelona, Man United beat Real Madrid, and then all the way back to that penalty win for Man City against Juventus. Can't access that one. I don't know if I did access it at all. So there we go. They've won another Champions League. Erling Haaland not part of that side winning that Champions League there. Back to the Premier League, they have not won it since the last time we've been here. Liverpool, Man United, Liverpool, Man United, sharing it between them, meaning that Man United now have got 25 Premier League victories and 5 Champions League victories, and Liverpool have 24, neck and neck between the two of them, with the 7 Champions League victories in there. Premier League being shared about, Man United and Liverpool running away in their dominance of the English top flight. We're going to have a look at the FA Cup as well. Man City have won it a few times, 35-36, 35-36, 36-37 and 39-40. Chelsea, Man United and Liverpool winning the others. And in the Carabao Cup, Liverpool, Man United, Arsenal, Newcastle at the double there. Liverpool, Newcastle, West Ham as we go further down. So they haven't really won a lot of domestic competitions. They've been okay, but by no stretch have they been as dominant as I thought they would be. I thought, with the other facilities are set up, there would be enough in there for them to just completely dominate at this level, but it hasn't been the case. We'll have a look at the manager before we go. Jurgen Klopp retired just a week ago. He finished with 12 cup wins and only 1 league title. That's probably the only disappointing factor of his run at the club. We'll just look at the landmarks, see if there's anything major. Nothing that I can really see major that has happened. The Etihad, or the City of Manchester Stadium, one way or the other, 53,917. If you look at the league table, they constantly, they had that 5th place there, top 4. They had another 5th place there, but then they're back in the top 4 constantly. So they've turned into a bit of an Arsenal, except that they occasionally win the league every now and again. I know that's not true in terms of this game because Arsenal have won the league a few times now, but in terms of where they are in real life now, they're kind of an Arsenal. They're always in the top 4, but they're not winning the league. We're looking at as well the legend. So Erling Haaland is still under the icon list. So is Ruben Diaz, who was there for 20 odd years. Phil Foden's in the legends list. Pep Guardiola's still in the legends list. So is Roberto Mancini as well. But Jurgen Klopp isn't. Unless anyone else can see him. Oh, there he is. He's first. So would that mean he was just away from icon status? Maybe one more league victory would have made he got to icon status. But everything's maxed out. The job is available for whoever wants it. I'm pretty sure my character's not going to get it. So 19 years of Haaland at Manchester City has resulted in 4 Champions League victories. What did we say about 8 Premier League victories, 3 European Cups, a couple of Carabao Cups as well to go with it. It's been success, but it hasn't been as successful as I thought it was going to be. I thought it was going to be absolute dominance for the first 10 or 15 years. And apart from that first 5-year spell where they did dominate the league and they got 1 Champions League in that time as well. I think they made 3 finals but got 1 Champions League victory. It's not been as successful as I thought it was going to be. I thought Erling Haaland was going to fly them to victory. And to be fair, he held up his end of the deal. Nearly 350 goals and 600 appearances. He's definitely holding up his end of the deal over a 20-year career, especially in seasons where he had the odd poor season. And obviously he would have slowed down towards the end of his career as well. He should be a club legend. He's not. I don't see how when someone scored that many goals in the league and in all competitions. I mean, I don't know what he'd be in all competitions, but he was scoring 50 goals some season. He's got to be close to 500-600 goals in all competitions for Manchester City. But we're going to have to end the episode there. There is no more Erling Haaland. He has retired. He has ended with 3 Champions League winners' medals to his name, a host of Premier League titles and FA Cups and Carabao Cups, a lot of personal accolades as well down here. He's a legend, and as I said earlier, he's a game breaker in this game, but the AI not quite doing the right things with him as well. But anyway, if you like the video, please leave a like on it, subscribe to the channel, leave a comment down below as well, especially if there's anything else you want to see us do on the channel. Next week we're back to what was going to be this week's episode. It's going to be a 2-parter. It is all about putting the money into the city of Coventry, not Coventry City, the city of Coventry, and seeing how some of the lower league teams around that region thrive. But that'll be next week and the following week. As for now, thank you all for watching. I'll see you soon.